Isn't that beautiful? Downtown Windsor. That is beautiful. And you can almost catch downtown Detroit too. Gotta be real careful. A lot of people walk their dogs around here. But look at that. The Renaissance building. Isn't that beautiful? What's going on, YouTube? It's a beautiful day out here. And if you ain't caught on by now, I'm in downtown Detroit. Came back home, Motor City, to visit. And I love every time I come down here. So I decided to go down to the Del Eye to do this car review. Now I'm doing a car review on a 2021 Toyota 4Runner. I'm giving the things I like about it, the things I dislike about it. Now, to be honest, the 4Runner wasn't ever really my ideal car or the exact type of car that I really was into, in all honesty. But after driving this vehicle around, I grew to like a few things about it. And I'm gonna point all of those things out in this video. So stay tuned. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Definitely subscribe to the channel. The channel is steady growing. I'd like to thank everybody who already has subscribed to the channel. Steady growing, so I'm gonna try to give more content. I'm not gonna try, I'm going to give more content so we can keep the channel growing in the right direction. Now I'm gonna flip the camera around and on to the reason why we're here for this video. All right, I know y'all keep seeing me look down, look at all these turds everywhere, man. People ain't picking up their dog shit out here. But in any case, this is the vehicle. Let me zoom it out. 2021 Toyota 4Runner. Off-road. You can see it got the bigger tires on it. It got a ridiculously wide wheelbase. It sits up really nice. That's one of the things I've always liked about these vehicles, is how well they sit up. Because they really do sit up really, really, really nice. This is a 2021 version, so it does have all of the up-to-date features on it. I like the tail lights on it, but I think one of the bigger things I like as far as just the outside looks on it is how high it sits up. It really sits up like an SUV or a pickup truck, considering it's a smaller size SUV, but it doesn't feel small on the inside, which is very interesting. And I like the new updated front end on these. The grill, it looks way better than the past. The headlights, the fog lights, all of that stuff. And I really like, one of my favorite things about the outside is this hood. Like from the inside of the car, you can see the hood sitting up. I like that. Little, kind of like a little mini hood scoop on it. Looks kind of dope to me. Now, like I said before, this really wasn't one of my favorite vehicles to ever purchase or anything like that, because they always look so plain. It don't have no sportiness to it. It don't have no luxury to it from the looks on the outside. But all that changed once I got the opportunity to actually drive one. This is my first time ever driving one. And grew to like several different things about it. And we're going to get to those things in this video. All right, sorry about that. I had to find another spot because it was too much dog shit over there, man. I was too scared to take my steps, and this is my first time wearing my custom-made shoes. But in any case, back to the video. This is the car, the truck. One of the things, the first initial thing that I actually did realize I liked is all you got to do is, if you got the key in your pocket, the key fob, you walk up and you put your hand inside the door handle and it unlocks the doors. I thought that was a really, really nice feature. Not too many have that. Another thing I like is the inside, how the stitching is laid out, especially with the red and the black, and it's over most of the door. So it kind of get that little luxury feel, and it got this black, well, it's actually black metallic. You can't really see the flakes in it, but it's really nice. I liked that about it. Of course, the one that I got, it just came with cloth seats, but I'm pretty sure if you got the leather seats, it will look just as good as how all of this stuff is stitched. So all of that is nice. Another thing I realized I liked, but I never paid attention to it before in other vehicles, is I like the fact that the cup holders is separate. Most of them, the cup holders be right next to each other. So if you got two big drinks, you can pop the lid off of one just trying to get the other one. You get to the other one. This one isn't like that. It has a cup holder up there, and it has another one here, and it has a slot for the phone. I really like that feature on this vehicle. And as you can see, you got the AC output where you could just press this button here. As far as the AC stuff, the mirror controls, you're used to them being on a door, which I'm not gonna lie, I do like it being on the door. But here is right here. This is auto high beam, which this is probably the first car I ever saw that had auto high beam. I never seen that before, but this is auto high beam. Now the suck part is it don't have auto regular headlights. You actually have to turn this switch to turn the headlights on, off, and the DRL on and all of that, which I thought was weird considering they got auto high beam, but that's just one of the things that is actually on here. Now let me get in here and sit down. It is a nice little step up to sit down. Of course, it has push button start, foot on the brake, push the button, it starts. This have still has the handle for the 4-wheel drive. Like I said, this is an off-road vehicle. I like this too because you get that manual feel, and plus you can shift it yourself. You're not relying on computers or any electronics to shift it in to too high or too low or 4-wheel high. You can do all of that yourself from right here. The shifter is nice. It's a nice big shifter. It got the slotted style, which is nice. A lot of them nowadays not even making them like that anymore. You got your climate controls. Here, everything is reachable. You got a nice big screen. It does have Apple CarPlay. It doesn't have Bluetooth Apple CarPlay. I still have to plug my cord in, but it does have Apple CarPlay and all of that kind of stuff that most of these newer vehicles have. It has a lot of different controls right here on the steering wheel. I even like this, where to change the track to up or down is here, and the volume is right there. So you can still hold on with your left hand and be able to change all of those things. Most of them coming behind the steering wheel now, especially on GM vehicles, which is majority of the vehicles I have. And again, this has this like black metallic with the flakes in it on the doors, and it has it here. Fully leather steering wheel, which I liked. All of that stuff is really nice. You have more controls up here. This is an off-road vehicle, so you got the going up the hill stuff, speed on it, helps control the transmission, and you got the shifter for all the different modes depending on how you're driving. So somewhere like Arizona, California, Mexico, somewhere where it's a lot of hills and dirt, off-road stuff, this is actually a great vehicle for that kind of stuff. It comes really in handy to be able to have those features when you need them. Like I say, this was never a vehicle I really was into until I drove, and I definitely like how I sit up high. See how the hood scoop is up? I like that too, and it sits up really high, which is another great feature. Let me turn this air down towards me. And as you can see, the passenger side over there, it has this brush material. Well, it feels plastic, but this part right here isn't plastic like that. And it's on the same on the other door, if you can see it. And that's pretty much the interior. It has the really big console also, which I like. Nice big opening console. Still has the push button for the parking brake. Most of them nowadays are electronic. I think this is the V6. It has the lane controls. You can see that's kind of like right there. So if you're veering off too far left or right, it will let you know to make a beeping sound. It won't auto steer you back straight, but it does make beeping sounds and stuff like that if you're venturing outside of the lanes, which is kind of another feature that I like. Now this right here, I honestly don't even know what this is. Oh, okay. See the back window go up and down? I didn't even know it can do that. Now that's kind of dope. That's one of the first ones, because that tailgate does lift up. And from the looks of it, you can roll the window up and down also. Now that's one of the first ones I've been in where you able to even do that. And that's my first time doing that since I've been in this vehicle. So that's kind of a nice feature also. Now we're going to get to the back, even though most of the fun stuff is in the front. Oh, I'm sorry, cover the camera. Back, you still have the 2 cup holders here instead of drinking. Still got the leather, and you got this hard material, metallic black with the flakes on it on the door. Let me zoom out. You can see I got my seat back, and this is zippered seat cover, so you can easily remove these seat covers off. All these seats flip down, and honestly, it's still nice and spacious. I have the seat all the way back, and it's still a decent amount of leg room right here. So it is extremely spacious, considering it doesn't look as spacious in the vehicle. You got the middle console with the cup holders. This one didn't have a sunroof, which was fine with me. And those seats do flip down. I'm gonna close this front door too. I had a key in my pocket. The gas tank is on the left side, which is rear. As you can see, it takes E85. So you can put either or in it. It also locks. I like the design of the tail lights. It's newer. Put your hand under here. Now this doesn't, and it have, oh, let me show this. It has the unlock and the lock buttons right on the outside of it. And of course it has a backup camera. Now it doesn't have the automatic go up and automatic go down, which most newer cars do. And as you can see, look at all this space back here. Like, this is a lot of space in the back. So it's kind of really like a super mid-size SUV. You got your AC output here. You got your space there to hold different things. All your information in there, and still under here, you have your spare tire. Or do you? No, the spare tire must be under the vehicle. So I'm wrong about that. But look at all this extra space. Like, you got space back here you can throw stuff. It's a lot of room in this vehicle. And you can see by those slots. Let me zoom in. See them slots right there? Oh, my hands. That's a slot. So the seats, you just kind of pull from the back, and they slide right down and right up. So those seats are foldable. And you can have even more space, which is an incredibly decent amount of space. It also has the hitch on here because you can tow with this vehicle. And like I said, that's one of the only things I didn't like, is that that's not automatic. That tailgate is kind of heavy. You can check out the size tires they are. Like I said, look how much room it is from the body of the car to the top of the tire. Like, if you were a rim rider, you really could put some big rims on here with very minimum cutting. Even on the front, look how big that gap is. I liked all of that. We're gonna take a quick look at the hood, and that's pretty much going to conclude this video. I never looked under the hood myself. I mean, who does? When it's a newer car, most of the time you're not gonna look under the hood. It makes the beep sound to let you know the hood is up, as most newer cars do. Well, look at that, everything looks nice and new under here. Oh, it flew under my shirt. It doesn't, it's really plain Jane. You see the air filters on this side, most of the time it's on this side, and then you got the battery on this side, so that's interesting. It has a pretty sophisticated braking system, as you can see. That's kind of different. Looks like a V6 motor. We got 2 heads. Everything is all aluminum. As you can see, everything is new. And yeah, there's definitely a V6 motor. E85. And that is pretty much the vehicle. All right, that's the end of the vehicle. I'm about to go ahead and enjoy my day and post this vehicle up today, which is Friday. Like I said, this is a Toyota 4Runner 2021. If you're looking for a good family vehicle off-road, or if you live in the country, dirt roads, different things like that, this is an excellent vehicle for you. You can go through water in it, all these different things, no problem. It sits up high. It gives you a truck or a large SUV feel. In a mid-size SUV, it has plenty of room. I've never been a fan of this vehicle because of how the outside looked. However, let's get the background of Windsor over there. However, since driving this vehicle, it grew on me, and I'm really enjoying this vehicle, and I enjoy the ride of this vehicle. And it's not bad on gas either, even with the V6. So this is my review on the vehicle. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. And enjoy the channel. Always make sure you subscribe. It should be down there in the left-hand corner. Peace.